Now a first down throw, Watson. And his first pass is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that's incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They are going for it. Here's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Jackson on the move to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. On 2nd down, Jackson under pressure again, and down he goes again. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over at the 20. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said you lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now it's Watson, the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just one throw.
Richmond.
To throw on second is Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Richmond. Come back.
Here's Watson. And an alley to run. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. To throw is Watson. Steps away to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Suggs. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Being chased out left. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. He's got his man, it's Andrews. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Dancing to his left. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On third down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. And here comes the Texans now. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, did you practice in that colored jersey all week, the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. And this one is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Hey, switching gears for a second. Halfway through the preseason, any big takeaways that you've seen so far, Charles?
Just a few come to mind. Number one, the roster of 90 that stays that way throughout preseason, I think is a boon for every team because you can practice a little bit better, get a few more things done because you have more bodies, and those guys get to get on tape for 4 preseason games. So I think that's really good. The other part is normal execution, struggle a little bit. Early in the season, guys trying to get it back together. And last but not least, the practice of coming together with another team, 2 joint practices before a preseason game, becoming more and more widespread, and you get a lot of really good competition in practice with the best versus the best from each team.
On first down, Watson. That's going to be caught. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll go with Foreman. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here's Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal.
Come back, come back.
Now Watson on third and goal. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. This is a 26-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Leopard! Leopard!
They go play action here on first down. Out to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, we progressed through the preseason, so let's prognosticate about the regular season. NFC.
Can we overanalyze?
Yeah, I want to overanalyze, too. NFC, the 4 divisions, who do you have winning them?
Let's start in the East. The Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl last year, got better in the offseason. I think they win their division again, although Dallas will make a strong run at them.
Okay. And the South, you were saying you like Atlanta.
Yeah, I do like Atlanta to get back to the top. Tough division.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. And some space here. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. On 1st and 10, Watson. That complete to Lamar Miller. And he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Watson now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Come back, come back. Tiger.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And I think the ball's out, and it's going to carry him out of the side of the end zone, and that, my friends, is a safety, 2 points.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. Going deep for Hopkins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. Think it's intercepted.
Jackson on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, Collins. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Gonna be some sort of
Jackson now off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Wendy Merciless in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Buying time to his left. And it's a
give me that, give me that, give me that.
Texans scoop it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Come back, come back.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson going deep for Hopkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tavon Young. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him. To react to it and pull in the interception.
Leopard!
After the interception, here's Jackson. Steps away. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
They go play action with Jackson, rolling to his right. The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Come back, come back.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. Caught here by Griffin. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Watson on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and 10, Watson over the middle, and it's incomplete. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Watson gonna throw on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find a target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now Jackson on 1st down, rolling to his left. Room here to run. But I think the ball's out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Here's a 1st down run with Collins. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Forced out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are
you fucking kidding
as
me.
this one goes. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
Nigga, that's supposed to be my ball.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Now Jackson steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Bernardrick McKinney in there to get him for a loss of a yard, and it'll bring up 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
Give me that shit. Oh, why don't say no user, bro? That's lame.
Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
Yeah.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
You finna quit. Told you. Trash ass nigga. Fuck out of here.